Okay, today I'm talking about fear of being vulnerable. And in order to talk about it, I'm going to be with myself, be whatever is going on in the moment, and I'm going to share that with you and basically demonstrate the whole process of being vulnerable and why you might be afraid of it. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to share a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes, as well as give you some practical information. So firstly, it's really interesting. I've chosen a topic that's quite raw. And so for me, I can feel that my throat is a little bit tight. My tongue feels a little bit more spongy, and very, very far back in the distance of my mind, I can really sense the little girl in me. So I just want to share that with you just to show you how alive our survival senses are. As soon as my instinct has got a little clock on the fact that I'm going to be vulnerable, i.e. I'm going to expose myself, it starts to trigger fear mechanisms to stop me doing it, okay? So I really want to let you understand that the fear of being vulnerable is not because something bad is going to happen, like for real. It's just your survival instincts. I'm telling myself that I'm going to expose myself, and my natural instincts in my body are saying, no, don't do it. And so what then happens is we have all of these physical experiences in the body. Yeah, my tongue still feels quite spongy, and my throat has loosened up a little bit because I'm breathing, because I want to keep it loose, because I want to be able to talk to you guys. But what happens is we get these physical sensations in the body, and they're uncomfortable. They're a little bit scary. We don't really know why they're happening. And so the mind then clicks in and starts to explain it. And the mind might say things like, what will people think? What if people think I'm weak? You know, here am I. I'm a performance coach. Can I sit in front of the camera and show you my weak side? Aren't I meant to be strong? Aren't I meant to be a leader? So here's the second thing that I want to explain, why vulnerability is so amazing. Because vulnerability is about connection. I can't be a great performance coach if I can't connect to the writers that I work with. If I can't show them that I can go exactly down deep to where they are in their fears. And the reason I can do that is because I know the way out. So that's really the importance about being vulnerable. It's about showing everyone that it's okay. And the reason it's okay is because we can go into being exposed because we know the way out. We know that it's safe. We know that we survive from it. And here's where we come into that really beautiful place that vulnerability can give us, which is connection. So if we're afraid of being vulnerable, it means that we're listening to our fears. It means that we're listening to our body's defense system. It means that we're walking around with armor. And we can't connect to people when we're wearing armor. Like, imagine it, we're all in sort of metal suits of armor. We're just going to like bump into each other and maybe dent each other or scratch our shiny metal surfaces. The beauty is once we start to take off our armor, people see it and go, oh, it's safe. And then we start to connect with them. We start to connect with other people who have the same desires as we do. And so that's what's so beautiful in our writing. If we go into those vulnerable places, if we write about the things that we might be scared about writing about, it means that every member in our audience gets to read about what those things are, and they feel less alone. And then they reach out to us, and we realize that in our being vulnerable, we're less alone too. So I want to leave you with this, that this place that here I am sitting in front of this camera, accessing my vulnerability, feeling my fears in front of you, and it's okay, I'm alive. We're still friends. Hopefully you've watched this video and you think, oh, actually this has been a really nice experience. You know, maybe I'll subscribe to this channel. Maybe I'll continue to connect to this person. Maybe I'll continue to go on this journey with this performance coach. And maybe I will start to think about being more vulnerable in my own writing and know that the fear is not because something bad is going to happen. It's just my defense system. It's just natural, but I don't necessarily have to listen to it. I can just feel it, accept it, and be open about the whole process. So there we go, a little bit of process of vulnerability whilst talking about vulnerability, whilst hopefully giving you a few tools to deal with your own fear of being vulnerable. I love this kind of layered approach to working personal and career areas in my work as a coach. So if you liked that, then join me next week on the sofa. I'm here every Monday, and even come along to my private Facebook group, because we do more in-depth sessions. We do journaling, we do talking, and sometimes we have fun as well. So see you in the group or see you next week. But either way, I'm here, I'm not going away, and I'm going to make sure that you achieve your writing dreams. Let's do it, huh?